Hello and welcome to All Things with Allah. I'm Allah. We are back at the Macaron Tea Room kitchen today, and we are going to be making our cucumber sandwiches. I think these are like a staple for any high tea or afternoon tea. So if you're going out and you're having high tea, afternoon tea, and they don't have cucumber sandwiches, I won't comment anything. I won't say anything else. I believe they should. So that's all I'm going to say is they should. And the bread that we use, I think, is the best. We get a lot of compliments on it. It's not like that soft Wonder Bread, but it is soft because you don't want your sandwiches to be where you're biting into it and everything's flying out. That's not very pretty and tea-like, and tea room and tea-like, everything is elegant and pretty and cute and just little and it's fun and not messy. You don't want it to be like messy because you're eating with your fingers. Most of the sandwiches you're eating with your fingers. So we are here today making your cucumber sandwiches. I wanted to show you guys a really quick tip about cucumbers. So when they'll last like 2-3 days and that's it. And then they go like slimy and icky and gross and disgusting. How we preserve cucumbers for more than 2-3 days. I can't go shopping every day when I'm here. So we try to go twice a week, but still need to keep our cucumbers nice and fresh all the time. What I do is I take that saran wrap stuff off that it comes in. I will wipe it down with a damp cloth, cold damp cloth, and then I dry it and I wrap it in paper towel and then I saran wrap it. I want to show you this. I wish I would have. This is a week old. A week. It is just as good and just as fresh as it was the day I did it. So this will save your cucumbers, you guys. It's an amazing tip that we use here at the Macaron Tea Room to have always fresh cucumbers. And this will help them to always stay fresh. Like, I wish you could smell it, but perfect. No slimy, no icky, no like moldy, none of that. So nice, fun tip for saving your cucumbers. Wipe them down. Take the saran wrap off, wipe them down, wrap them in paper towel, wrap it together in saran wrap. So hopefully this helps. Okay, so I had my cucumber, I cut the edges off, and then I cut it in half. Basically, best way to cut it is in half, so then it fits perfectly on your sandwich. We use this handy dandy thing, Madeline, is it? Is that what it's called? I don't know. But I know Pamper Chef has one, and I'm sure you can get another one on Amazon. At home, I have one that's like Pamper Chef. I really like it. This one's a commercial one. But you can even do this with like a potato peeler. But with a potato peeler, I find that it gets too thin. The cucumbers get too thin. Let me get a couple of slices going here, and I'll show you about the thickness you want. Be very careful with this. It's very, very sharp. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the thickness you're going for. So there you go. So we prep all of our stuff like in the morning, and the way we keep cucumbers, which is the best way to keep cucumbers, you can keep them like this 3 to 4 days easy. Sometimes even longer, depends on the moisture in your refrigerator. But what you do is you get a tight closed container. Even one of these work, like a clamshell box if you have that at home, or just anything that's like nice and tight. You're gonna line it, so I'm gonna do it from scratch. This is from yesterday. But paper towel. These cute little boxes work awesome and they're perfect. And they're actually dough proofing boxes that I got on Amazon, and I really like them. So anyway, so we're gonna put the paper towel just in like that, and then I'm just gonna lay my cucumbers inside. This is a great technique to use if you're making a lot of these sandwiches. Do this the night before. Prepare it for yourself if you're doing this for a baby shower, bridal shower, if you're doing a high tea wedding, or if you're opening up your own tea room. Great technique. Oh, I skipped a part. So look, you guys. Go back. I do it so fast, I don't think. I layered it like this took a fresh paper towel and I put it over this layer. And then we do it again. And then you just layer it and keep going with the cucumber slices. You don't want it overlapping too much. You want it about like this. So again, we're just going to layer it and then just keep going for however many you need. These are from yesterday. So look at that. Perfectly fresh, preserved cucumbers. And then when you're done, you're going to cover it again with a paper towel, nice and tight, and then with a lid. That's it. This is how you can store them. Like I said, 3 to 4 days. Piece of cake, not a problem. This is the bread that we use to make our cucumber sandwiches. I get it at Costco. I think it's Costco. I get it at Costco. I know Walmart has it. I know Myers has it. Most all grocery stores carry it. I like the buttermilk. I like the country a little bit. The potato one's really good too, but I think the buttermilk is the perfect one for the cucumber. You want to use this brand. Please, please don't use Wonder Bread. Please have mercy on your cucumbers and on your customers or your people, guests, whatever. You get my point. It's thick, but it's still soft. So this is the bread that we use for our cucumber sandwiches. They also carry a potato, a sourdough, this particular brand, potato, sourdough, country. But I find that the buttermilk is the best. Whatever you do not use Wonder Bread. Like, come on, you guys. Just, it's a no-no. Don't know. This is a nice bread because it's thick, but at the same time, it's still soft. Perfect bread to use. I know most grocery stores carry them, but we get it at Costco because it's the best price. All right, enough about the bread. In a previous video, I did post how we make our cream cheese spread. So if you don't know that, I will try to link it underneath, but I'm still new to this whole YouTube thing, so bear with me. Okay, here's our cream cheese spread. This we made a few days ago, actually yesterday. Okay. You're going to need just 2 slices of bread. Move this out of the way. But I wanted to show you, like I said, this was made a few days ago, just how soft and creamy it is. And you saw it, I just took it out of the refrigerator and it's still soft and creamy. Perfect spread. Okay, so we're gonna spread our cream cheese and chive spread on our bread. So I took it out of the package like this. I don't know, can you see? Okay, I took it off, actually I'm gonna lay it like this. And we're gonna do it on 2 sides. Yes, 2 sides. Not thick. You just wanna cover it. You don't wanna like put a whole bunch on it. So it's not too much, like this. And then we are going to put our cucumbers on it. Get the, like, I always try to use these kind on the inside and then the pretty with the seeds on the outside. You're gonna do 3 cucumbers. You don't wanna do more because when you start cutting it, it starts slipping and sliding and that's not pretty. Okay, we have our salt and our pepper. A little bit of pepper, come on, and a pinch of salt. And then you cover it. I don't know, can you see? I want to make sure you guys can see. That's it. We're going to cover it, and now we're going to take our cream cheese spread and work on the top. Same thickness as the inside. Don't worry about the edges. We're going to cut it off. These are tea sandwiches. You got to cut the edges off and make them all cute and little and pretty. And then we're going to put our cucumbers on top. Sometimes I do 3, sometimes I do 4. It depends on my cucumber. So this one was nice and big, so we're just going to do 3. Okay. Put that back over there, and then you always want to rotate. So whatever, like the cucumbers you made yesterday, you want to put those on top. As I'm talking, I don't see it. You want to put those on top, and then the fresh ones go on the bottom. So make sure that you don't forget to do that, because then they get icky. Okay, so our cucumber sandwich, not so pretty yet. Let's make it pretty. And what it is just about cutting. So we're gonna very little, gently hold the top. You're not smooshing it. We don't want it all smooshed and gross. Gently hold the top. Make sure your hands are clean. And this is why I like this bread too, is because it's a little harder, but yet still soft, and it's nice and thick. So the edge where it has more of the crust, we're going to cut more of it. So now it's becoming a little more prettier, much more tea room style. The way we cut them here, and you can totally do like triangles or little squares or little rectangles or all the little pretty languages of geometry we can get. But anyways, we cut them into triangles. So I cut it in half. Look how pretty. You want to keep your knife clean so you don't have that cream cheese spread on top. And then I do this one end to end. So then I get my little cute triangles. And you can display them different ways on your 3-tier cake stand or on your plate. Just another very, very, very important thing. You want to use a good serrated knife, like nice and sharp. I got this one at IKEA 6 years ago when we just opened, and I absolutely love it. But so it's very, very important to have a good knife when you're doing the cucumber sandwiches. But you can totally just plate them on your plate like this, and they look so pretty. Oh, you know what I forgot? Because we do this like right before we serve them, is we put salt and pepper on top. Put this back, and then we do a pinch of salt right on top. Don't forget this step, but do it right before you serve. Like this can sit out without the salt and pepper on top about an hour in the refrigerator, but you have to cover it with paper towel. So the way we do it is, if I'm using one of these, I will take it, line it with my paper towel like that, and then I put my sandwiches right in here, not salt and peppered, because the salt and the pepper will give the juices out. We don't want that. So not salt and peppered, and then I cover it like this and cover it, and this can stay in the refrigerator like this 2 to 3, even 2 hours, like even 3 hours. It's fine, totally fine. If you're doing a big party, you need to prep, and even for us, like when we have a lot of customers come in, for me to make this for each customer on top of the 6 other sandwiches, it would just take too long. We have to prep. So there you go. That is our cucumber sandwiches. And like I said, when you want to display them on a plate, I always like to set them up. They're just so much more prettier. And I do it diagonal. So this one will go this way, and then this one will go this way. This is how we present them to customers when somebody orders just cucumber sandwiches, single sandwiches they want to add on to their high tea or afternoon tea. This is how we do it. So there you go. They're cute, they're little, they're fun to eat. I even think like kids are more entitled to eat this over like a big sandwich, as if it's cut up cute and little like this. So edges are cut off, but then at the same time, it's not like thin, so don't use Wonder Bread. Please, please don't use Wonder Bread. This is a very, very good bread. Highly recommend it. Okay, there you go. Enjoy. I just wanted to show you guys a different angle on how I make the cucumber sandwiches. No, I'm not moving this fast. I just have the video going a little faster so that I can get my point across and show you a good example. And again, I just want to remind you, use 3 cucumbers. You could use 4, and I've done it, but it just makes it so hard to cut it. I've used 4 if I have really thin ones. But if they're like this, nice and big, 3 is plenty. We're going to salt and pepper and then cover the top. And then again, same thing on the top. Don't forget, on your bread, you're doing both sides of the bread because you want it to where it's holding the cucumber. And now we're going to do the same thing for the top. Put our cucumbers on top, nice and cute. And you want to be like in the right order. You want it to look symmetrical. You want it to look nice and presentable. And then we're just going to cut the edges off. Again, you want to make sure you have a good serrated knife. I hold on to my wet napkins that cover my cucumbers. And then when I start cutting down the middle, I will use the napkin to wipe down my knife so that I don't have the cream cheese on my cucumbers. So it's, everything is about presentation when it comes especially to the tea room and tea sandwiches. They all have to look cute and little, but there you go. Perfect little triangles. And then of course I salt and pepper right before I serve. I hope you enjoy. Please comment and subscribe. See you next time.